Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild and we are back with our ship build. This is where I kind of sit down, try and inspire everybody to build their own ships and space engineers by going in and showing you my process of building ships at times. Many times, if y'all have seen any ships I build, I try to build something that looks kind of cool, looks a little different, and has a kind of flow to it. In this particular case, we have built a survival ship. Now, those of y'all have not seen this, please do check out the other videos. You can see this thing going from start to finish and all the troubleshooting we've had to run with it. So far, it's turning out pretty good. But what we want to do now is we want to finish up both of the turrets and then go immediately into docking the entire ship and giving it, I guess you could say, kind of a nifty looking paint job on here. We're going to add and take out some small pieces and things. So let's get started because we've got a lot of work to do in about 30 minutes. So right now, first, we're going to finish up this turret here. And the best way to do a turret is probably do it in heavy armor, because when you're doing these ball turrets, they're going to take a hit, and the best way to protect them usually is with some heavy armor. And we're getting this all covered up here. Now, with all that covered, and go to the front here. Make sure that's covered up. And then we're going to go to number 9 here. I'm going to pull these out. This is just me doing some nifty stuff to make it look really cool. And then 7. Break it down. We're going to do this because it's just going to add to the whole block as a whole. And then we also want some protection in front of that, where that's going in. And these here on the sides, they'll actually end up providing some kind of nifty looking protection. It makes it adds a whole lot of DACA to the whole thing. And while we're at it, let's go back here to our fun stuff. And I'm just going to add a few of these. And we'll have to move this ball turret at some point. There we go. Add those there, just to make it look interesting. Now, the next thing we got to do is we're going to go to number 9 here again. Spin that around, because we do want this to look pretty cool. Now, this does add a bit of DACA to it. It makes the whole thing look like it's armored a little more effectively. These tiny blocks here, these little half blocks, are great for were great for small details before, and then these girder blocks here are just amazing. As you get done, you have a turret that has a lot more detail to it than it really should have. So we got that put in. We will have to turn this turret just a bit. Let's head back down in here. See if we cannot activate that. Yeah, the ship's kind of dark, but we're gonna fix that eventually with some lights, hopefully. I'll show you a neat trick with the lights. All right, so first things first, let's see if we can find this turret control here. Turret control D, our dorsal turret. And let's click control. Now, right now, we don't have any, what is it? Weapon core activated, so you're not going to have all this nifty stuff that happens with it. We've tilted that up. Oh, let me hop out of here real quick. Like I said, this is just going to be a ship you can store things in and survive. So if you get you and a couple of friends and you want a ship you can survive in, Here you go. Head back out. And then we're going to work on this for the second time. All right. Throw that on. This on. And there. Number 7. And put those girders on. There we go. And our ball turret is now complete. Looks good. Looks amazing. So now I got to do the bottom turret. I'll have to get this on. So we're going to do the same thing that we did last video, which is we're going to get all of our equipment out. We're going to pull out the advanced rotor. We got that. We're going to do number 5. Be this turret. That's going to be connected there. We're going to take that off. And then in order to build this, another one on here, just like we do normally. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a... I wish there was a control block here I can mess with. Okay, we'll do this right here. Control panel. Where is the advanced? That's the advanced rotor D. All right. And here we go. We've got add a small head to it, which will give us a tiny little head. Then, and this is just one of the easiest ways to do this. If you're wanting to build a turret or a ball turret, this is one of the easiest ways to connect said rotor turret system to it. Do that there. And then we just turn around. Access control panel again. Go back up to advanced. Alright, no, we need hinge. Hinge. This is the one we're looking at. Attach, and our new hinge is now attached. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to delete all this. There we go. And here we go. We've got our new turret ready to be built. It's going to be kind of close to the ground, and I don't know if I shouldn't build a different turret. But we're going to go with this anyway. Oh, all right. Continuing on. We're going to add some armor to this and do exactly what we did with the first turret. Have half a mind to probably, I don't know, if I shouldn't do... That's weird. Kind of tilting a bit. Okay. How did I do this last time? Oh, here's a problem. Badger can't remember how he built a turret. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Built it downward. One of those. And then we're going to add this T-junction. We've got one T. We're going to add another T-junction here. Another T-junction. There we go. And then all we need is a couple of guns. That's it. So I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know if I need to put... where are my guns? There we are. So we can do rockets. We can do all this, but we're going to put on, I think autocannons would be the best. I don't think Gatling guns are going to do us a whole lot of good. we'll have 2 of these quad gun auto turrets, which are going to be absolutely vicious, and I haven't turned my phone off. We got these cannons all set up here. And let me see if I can find... It's been about a week since I come back and messed with this. Where is the number 3? There we are. That's what I need. All right, we're gonna swap this one around so it's not looking kind of weird. It'll kind of look downward like it's supposed to, so everything will stay righted. And there we go. We got the next of these turrets set up. And we're gonna go number 9 here. We're gonna add these early. To 8. And add a very large armor plated block here. Oh, yeah, right there. Then do number 9 again. We're going to go to these small pieces again. So this is going to be like a chopper gunner turret almost, where it's like under the bottom and slung under. So you got this underslung gun, and you've got this upper slung gun, which I'm going to have to correct it at some point. And any fighter that tries to come in, you're going to be able to tilt the ship or turn it in a direction to where these guns can engage. And these autocannon turrets are actually pretty fast. Not something you're going to have to worry about too much. Alerts on my phone are still going off. I don't know why. Also, feel free to tell me any ideas y'all have, because I do enjoy hearing from y'all. Let's go up to 9. And we're going to go down a bit. Put that in there. And making these circular ball turrets is just... It's one of those things that's really demanding of you the first time you do it. Because you're trying to get everything right. You're trying to everything. My suggestion, if you're going to build these turrets on here, just remember to place a flat space right here for the turret before you add anything else, because that'll enable you to put something on this turret and be able to take this thing and make it a really cool looking build. And you can build your turrets however you want to build them. You don't have to build them looking like this. You can actually take the guns. You can do this in reverse and just shove the guns really far back, so you have less of a slope to it. I like having this Star Warsy look of your guns like sticking out with the barrels. Some people don't. That's okay. In my opinion, it probably doesn't hurt the ship at all. It probably doesn't even hurt the turrets either. Have the guns sticking out. Like I said, most of this is personal preference. That's how I do my builds. If I want to make it look like something, make it look like something. In the end, if a there are 2 things, and one thing I do as a hobby is I do bladesmithing. And one of the things about bladesmithing is that you have what's called art knives and you have functional knives. And functional knives, 9 times out of 10, rarely look good. They can, if you put the time and the energy into them, they can look really good. But art knives are one of those things that will look really good, and they don't have to be functional. If you want to make something that looks cool, make something that looks cool. Don't worry about functionality. Okay, so we're going to have to hop into the ship again. Probably just better if I get in here. Here. Go. Run down the ship. We are going to have to work on some of these lighting. This lighting situation we have down here. Okay. What are we here? This is custom turret controller D. So this is not the one we want. This is why you got to label everything. Then go here. And this is V. That means that'll be, let's make that capital. That'll be ventral. And then this new hinge is going to have to be V. Not for Vendetta, for Ventral. And then where's our next camera? We have this camera. We're going to name that camera V for Ventral. And then we've got these other auto cannons here. We're going to name all of these V. Keen, I really wish you guys would give me a faster way of labeling groups of things, because going through each one of these individually is a pain in the butt. I mean, it's just a pain in the butt. Okay, so now go back to custom turret controller V. Gonna set up. Oh wait, we didn't get that advanced rotor. Where is that? Back here. And advanced rotor 2. We're going to simply call that advanced rotor V for ventral. You can go in there and you can make this gigantic long drawn out thing, and that's going to make things more difficult, because the longer you make a name for something in game, the harder it is it's going to be for you to see it if you need to do certain things with it. So we're going to go in here and do control and get all the V, add them to this. And we're going to do enable AI. All that is done. Where is control? I don't see control on this. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it's not here yet. Huh, that's interesting. All right, let's hop out here for a second. And then let's, no, let's not do that. Let's hit K again. Go on custom controller V. And where is... Well, come now. I know we have this sucker figured out. Yet I can't find the control. Well, I can control the other one, can I not? Maybe it's just I can't control it from here. Yeah, it's probably I can't control it from here. Let me just see if I change positions here. Nope, that's not the right way to go. I turned around. Yeah, we still got a lot of room in this ship to go through and put some stuff. We're gonna head to the front. Here we go. Press K. Custom turret controller V. There we go. Yep, there it is. There's our control mode. Ooh, that's interesting. That's gonna be fun, folks. That's a fun way of doing it. Okay, we'll put that down there. And go back to K again. And we'll take the dorsal turret. And we'll go back to control. We'll bring it back down. So it looks good. And there we go. We'll put a light in there. We'll put some vending machines, stuff like that, so the pilot has a lot of things to eat. Oh, I'm in the bathroom. Never mind. I have to do some serious work here. All right, that's finished. You can see how good it looks. Now we gotta get this other one finished. That will probably be the end of this video, because we got people... I can hear my phone right now vibrating in the background saying you have to get to work. Unfortunately, folks, that's life. I have to work. I have a job. But I'm still trying to get these nice videos out. I probably... will just not tell y'all that I'm doing this. Or I probably will. I'll probably just tell you guys that I'm taking two videos and put them together in this, so you guys will have two videos and I'll just mash them together somehow. So anyway, we got this figured out and it's now done. We just got to reconfigure this sucker here and put it where it needs to go. And then the next thing that will have to be done, having trouble getting through this thing. Very little light. It's kind of hard to see where I need to go. Now we go here, custom controller V, and we return to control. There you go, folks. We've got an autocannon on bottom and an autocannon on top. Minimal protection for a ship like this. It's not major protection, but it is minimal. So we have that going for us. Okay. We got that figured out. Now what we got to do before we do any painting, probably going to be for the end of this video, need to add just a few amenities to the ship. So let's head on down here and take a look. We've got an M. And yeah, I think the ATM is what we're gonna maintain for right now. So let's shove that in there. It's really a necessary thing because oh no, I accidentally put two of those in there. Okay, let's see, we also got a vending machine. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's see what else we got. We also have a dispenser, which dispenses stuff. I think this has to be hooked up. Oh, it don't. What about this? Does this have to be hooked up? No, it don't. Okay, so we can just put that there. There you go. Vending machine searches for valid offers. I think you can... well, actually, let's take this out. May have access. The ATM in there. And then let's go ahead and let's just add a dispenser, because the dispenser is just going to give you soda and stuff like that. So this is just a nice little spot now in the main command deck where we can get some cool stuff, and then we can add light in here or something later. Eventually we're going to have to paint this, so I don't know how I'm going to paint it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you guys decide that, how this gets painted. Y'all can figure out the color palette, and probably have like 2 weeks for y'all to figure out what kind of color palette you want to put on here, and we'll work from there. Don't give me anything complicated, just say this type of color palette. Well, while we're at it, let's go upstairs once again and go outside, because we have got to add a couple of other regular guns. So we're gonna go back to turrets here. Where are my guns? Number 3. Nope. Nope. Yeah, there we are. Carrier turrets. We're gonna add 2 of those here. And down here, can I add any down here? No, I can't, because I've kind of used everything. Pretty much. We could add 2 turrets here, just to give us a couple extra guns. This is not, like I said, this is not going to be a military ship. It is just here to give us a little bit of a chance. Looking like we're not going to have a whole lot to work with here. But yeah, this is what happens when you build something pretty good. Let those turrets just kind of idle and move around a bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. That'll look good. Now we got that there. This is just for, you know, protection and whatnot. Those guns will protect the ship as we get into fights. And then these big guns will be the primary defensive turrets against, you know, raiders welders, all that nonsense. So now we get to the better part. We get to the part where I start figuring out what I can do to this ship to make it look better. So we need some... Let's see. We're going to need... I can't see anywhere else. We're going to add something here, because this needs it. This just absolutely needs it. Gonna put that there. I'm gonna show you a little trick I do with these, because these blocks here are just amazing for putting... They're actually really good for putting in extra details and stuff. So we've done that. Here I can put something in here, all the way down here to this one. Spin that there. So that kind of works like that there. And we're going to add a second there. And that gives us a nice amount of greebling right there. Just near perfect greebling. So we got a little extra greeble up there. Let me look here, see if there's any other greebling I can put on. Add something kind of nifty to this. We kind of used a lot of half blocks, so this probably not going to be a whole lot I can do greeble-wise. Let's look here. What happens if I take these out? What would I be looking at? Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's put... one there, one there. I'll put that there. Like I said, these beam blocks, man, you can greeble the hell out of a ship with them. You can just absolutely greeble it. Actually, to give you an idea of like the good aspects of greebling, let's do this here. We'll go down to this one small one. You see right there just what kind of details you can add, because it adds a nifty amount of detail that you normally cannot get. And let's say right here, this one, and just turn that up and make it look like a armor block. Wonder if we need... Okay, that's not taking anything out of the ship, so we're probably go ahead and do this. I'm not seeing any air come out. Let me try to do this to the other side over here too. It's coming out. All right, we're not having an air problem. At least I don't think we're having an air problem. I just remembered the system is not airtight at the moment. Let's go in here and check just to make sure that we are airtight. Yep, we're airtight. So something I don't have to think about right now at the moment. We're still very airtight. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. And let's see about this section here. Like I said, you can take this and use it to just create some interesting greeble looks to the ship. Make it look amazing. You can see there, just those few pieces of greebling has already massively improved the ship. I mean, tremendously. We have a much better look. Looking through here, I need to see if there's any more pieces I could substitute. See if I can just substitute an entire section here. Okay, so put greeble block there. Rebuild that. Add some greebling here. Boom, look at that. And that gives the ship a nifty look on the side of it. It's not like a complete industrial look, but it does make it look nice. It does make it look nice. Let me tell you. Little things like that. I wish they had a beam block that was kind of angled for this side, because that would just make things a lot easier. Let's go over and check again. Make sure that we haven't like accidentally opened up anything here. Actually, I'll probably do this. Shut that for just a second. And yeah, there we go. We're gonna just shut that for now. We did that. We got some beam blocks down here that just, you know, make that look good. We got our turret guns here, which are looking amazing. And we got the forward frontal portion of our ship. I wish I could add some greeble blocks to this, but that's going to be difficult to do and still maintain the air capacity on the ship. Trying to find places where you can put extra detail. Okay, so we've done as much of what I would like to call baseline detail. In other words, this is all the detail we can do with the ship. I may add another set of greebles on the top. Yeah, let's add that over there. So I just saw a spot I could add a little bit more greebling to. The greeble is a bit. Just add that there. Give us a little bit more of an elevated position there. Just something nice. Just a little bit extra. You can see right there, it's just forming a shape on the ship. One thing I don't like is this greeble block here. Go ahead and replace that with one of these. Make it look a little, you know, reasonable. Make it look reasonable. So yeah, you know, we got some good greeble blocks on here. And like I said, these beam blocks make some great greebling on your ship, just to add a little bit of extra detail to it. And they don't hurt the design at all. So yeah, we got some nifty looking greeble blocks going on. We got some nifty different block types. Let's look over here. Can I add a little bit here? This is just Space Engineers, folks. You go in here, you check stuff out, you see what you can fix and maneuver just to make it look a little more industrial. And yeah, we're making this look pretty good. It's got pretty good sight lines, or decent sight lines, I would think, when shooting things. So I don't think it's a problem in any area that we've currently got. Did I put a glass panel in that? Don't think I did. I don't think I put a glass panel on this. Just saw that. Boom. Now it can't be shot out that easily. It's got at least a glass panel over it. So we got these quad barrel auto turrets up here. Now we gotta go in and we gotta make this thing look interesting. I'm kind of wondering what we should make it look like. Thinking more along the lines of probably a dark gray with maybe an orange is what I'm thinking about. But first off, let's get the baseline down. P. And let's see what kind of armor we're gonna put out. Let's just see about this. I ain't used this armor very much. Kind of odd it being that color. They use sci-fi. Look at rusty armor here. Weldless armor sounds like a pretty good one. May try that. Dust armor, concrete armor. Wonder what armor we're gonna use. Guys, we got some good ones. We got some good ones. Okay, that's a bright color. I'm wondering what will happen if I paint. We'll get... Oh, that's actually a nice silvery looking color there. Huh. That's a really nice silver color. When did I hit the beam blocks with that? Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Let's give that. We're gonna save that for the accent colors. That's what we're gonna make accent colors. We're gonna make this an accent. We're gonna accent these turrets, make everything look interesting. So first off, I need to get a good base looking color. Let's see. Battered armor. Let's take a look at that. No, 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 no. Not sure which one I want to use. Let's throw the dusty armor up and let's give it. Let's do classic here. Do a classic look. Okay. There's the old classic blue. We're gonna add some white to it in some areas just to, you know, kind of break up the whole deal going in. Yeah, because we're gonna do this like the old classic survival ship that you normally will get. So after that, go here and grab this nice gray color here. I wonder if I shouldn't do the whole thing gray and then like accent it with... Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then we'll accent it with the blue. Just the nice light blue. Add some accenting colors here. We're going to accent this. So this side panel here looks more prominent. And that's what we're doing. We've got a good shape. Now is where coloring the ship is going to make it pop. You see right there, that already brings out a look about the ship that we're going for. Then we head over here. I'd like to get past those, but we'll worry about that later. You can see right here, we're already putting up a really cool looking design. We've already got those done. Head over here. I'm going to start just a straight blue stripe through here. And sometimes we're going to have to do this, folks. Sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you have just... And we're going to play a little trick here. Don't worry, this is going to work out great. We're going to play a trick where I send this through here. I'm going to take those out. I hate doing that, but okay. Because by taking this stuff out, and then we'll end that stripe there. And then we'll just add some stuff here. Come here to the back end. Add a little bit there. Okay, so you can see we got some pretty good look to it. We got a nice set of colors. We're also going to add some stuff to the beam blocks, which we're using for our main color system. Now, another thing I can do, I can do that. Give it a little more color palette there. But right now we've got a good color palette there on the side. I might add here, and then we'll carry this underneath. Up, 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 up. Go. Have a nice straight line going through there. And just a nice straight line here. Yes, I know we are making mistakes at the moment, but it will be fine. Trust me, folks, it will be fine. We can always go back. Grab this old gray here. We can always fix our mistakes. Alright, those mistakes are fixed. Here, now we got to add a different tone color for the beams. And I almost want to go with a darker color here, but I think we're going to head back to this. And we can give it a really bright color, or I can give it kind of a shiny blue. I don't know what would be better at this moment. I almost don't want to do shiny because it's going to... Actually, here's an idea. Let's do this. Let's do heavy rust. Oh, no, 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 not there, not there, not there, not there. Let's just make this thing look a little bit more worn out. Actually, let's see. Is there like a lighter rust? There's dust armor. There's frozen armor. And then there's heavy rust armor. Hmm. Can't put hazard up there because that's not going to work the way I want it to. The heavy rust armor. Oh, wait, here we go. Rusty armor. Yeah, see, there we go. Gives it just a little bit more of an older look. It's also going to break a lot of the design of the ship up a bit more. A little bit lighter gray. Just sitting there letting everyone know, hey, yeah, this is a little bit older ship. It's not in the best of conditions, but it's still there. It's still in its prime. Just gotta look past all the nasty looking parts. A little rust gives a ship character. There, see? And we're getting a good looking ship. You can see right here is really taking shape as of this moment. We got this nice majorly rusted spot right here. We're gonna try and take care of real quick. Take care of that. Now we're gonna do something with this over here. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna head back over here. I'm gonna activate the rusty armor again. I'm gonna activate number 7. There. We got that going. As you can see here, we got a pretty cool looking ship. Nice. Nice and semi-rusted. Effective look. We get our turrets up there. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna color the turrets so they've got that nice tiny detail going on with them as well. Just looking over the ship right now, trying to figure out where I could do any more rebuilding, if possible. It doesn't look like it's possible, so we're gonna go to number 6. We're gonna pull out dust armor. And this is a nifty little trick we're gonna do. If y'all want to put cool little designs on the sides of your ship and make it look uniform. There you go. It kind of breaks that, makes it look like it's supposed to be there. You can also add this here, and boom, you've got some nice, nifty looking stripes on the ship, which makes it look impressive. I'm not gonna lie, it looks impressive. We've got a little too much gray in it, and I kind of want to add different color. And we got this area here. I don't know if we shouldn't add like some yellow somewhere. Maybe. That's the cool part about these next blocks we're putting in, because they are just awesome. We're going to take this block here. Oh, that's a half block. We can't do nothing there. Well, color me the stupid. Look at me, I'm dumb. Okay. So, the next thing we gotta do is develop some rusty armor here. Or rustify that. And I need E for the lighter armor. No, just basic gray. Go dust. And boom, we've got our dusty looking armor here. Now we grab this. We're gonna set up here. Just gonna give it that blue stripe there. And we are probably gonna blue the side of this as well, because this is gonna be interesting. Like I said, once you get colors and you design everything the way you want it, then and only then do you want to whip out the color palette, start adding colors. Because your color palette is going to make a big difference on what your ship looks like. A very big difference. You can see here, we're just adding stuff to this. And this contrast of color, after we have figured out how this ship is going to look, how it's going to function. Oh, what was that? Okay, there we go. Now with all the contrast that we've added here, we're getting some really good baseline details on just this turret. Look at how that looks. It looks much better now. It looks way better. It looks way more impressive. It's got the industrial look that we're wanting and that we've been going for. And yeah, the ship's almost basically done, except for maybe the inside, which I'll probably go in and do some modifications to. And yeah, I can fix the other turret as well. Probably going to do the inside. I will finish up this ship off screen and then just do a quick tour of the ship so you guys can see all the stuff. I don't want to give away too much, but I want you guys to see what I've done to the inside of the ship, and y'all can see just some interesting stuff that has been done. I'll do some really cool stuff to the inside of it, but you can see right here, this is pretty much the end of the video and how I want it to work. I'm gonna throw on admin mode for just a moment. I can pull the sun around and give y'all just a really good look at this ship, because you can see here just how neat it's looking. You can see a lot of the details. You can see the greebling on the ship. This is what you want to go for. A very big difference to the ship that we were working on. The whole time it was looking good, and it looks better, and it gets better and better and better. And that's what y'all need to know about making ships. You need to start, don't worry about colors when you start a ship. Worry about, first off, getting what you want in the ship in the ship. You do not want to end up in a situation where you don't have all your stuff. Get what you want in the ship, and then start shaping the ship how you want it to look. If it's going to be bigger, if this was like a military ship, I would have added more armor and everything. This is more of a survival ship. It's here to get me from point A to point B so that I can get some materials and maybe start a base with this thing. That's the whole purpose of it. You can do even more with this. This is just for, like, if me and a couple guys were gonna join up on this, we've got 2 beds. Me and Gomer Kyle could easily get on this, and we could fly this ship from point A to point B, explore the cosmos, land on a planet. It's probably got more than enough downward thrust to pick itself up, and we could use this thing to get from anywhere we wanted. We've got custom turrets, a couple of modifications to the front deck of this ship, and we could have custom turrets set up. We could have Gomer could operate on one area of the ship while this thing flies around and does its deal. And it's got a nice looking cockpit in the front of it. It's a very industrialized looking ship. It's got some wear and tear on it, at least what it looks like. And it does its job very well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up the ship's systems. I'm going to figure out where I can put, if there's anything that I need. And then I will finish the ship up offline, because now it's just basic detail. Like I said, doing this right here shows you what a little bit of detail in painting can do. Don't worry about painting. Like I said, don't worry about painting. Paint the ship after you figured out what you're going to do. Get your general shape down. First off, you should have functionality. Your ship should be functional. It should operate in an area. Then you should worry about shape, adding your armor parts, all the looky parts, everything that looks good. Then add detail. That's where we added greebling and all this other nonsense. Then paint and textures, because once you've gotten the other stuff figured out, if you've watched this series, and if you're just now watching this, I urge you, go back and watch the series. If you started watching this series, you saw us go from a ship that looked like a brick, and then it looked like a little bit better brick. We got all the internals figured out. We got the layout figured out in the ship. Then we added all of the stuff around it. We carved it. We worked it. We added all these little details to the ship. And then when we got done, we added greebling. We added lots of extra little detail blocks. We got our shape, detail, paint. That's what you got to do, guys. Function, layout, shape, detail, then paint and texture. Once you do that, like here, I put these textures on here, it makes it pop. It pulls certain pieces out of it. And when you're putting on your paint, you're going to look at a ship and you're going to say, ooh, I can paint stuff. Like right here, these 2 areas that look like armor panels. Looks like a set of wings right here. We painted that blue because that made it look like an armor panel, and then reflected that over here in this section and in the back. And then in the front, we have these 2 coming up over the front, and that creates a nice little ridge area. Added these 2 spots right here of paint just to give it a little bit more. And then we added the rusty look to the beams because they've been, taking a little bit of damage. And then you add this concept to your turrets as well, and all your other equipment and everything else. And you end up with these really good details that just catch a person's eye, and it makes them want to look at it. And that's how you get these really good looking ships, guys. If you're wanting to build awesome ships, this is the method that I use. Okay, I get my function, I get my layout, I go to shape, detail, then I paint. Paint should always be last. Your paints and textures should always be last. That will give you your good look. If you've ever seen me do ships on the Late Nighters Discord, which is in the description, you will see me doing you'll see all kinds of stuff where I'm working on a ship. You'll see it'll be one color. You should work with one color when you're shaping and detailing your ship, because if you can get a ship shape and detail to look really good to the point that you're satisfied with it and it looks really good to you, then when you finally put the paint, oh, it will enhance the entire ship. A good coat of paint, a good texturing enhances your entire ship and makes it look beautiful. But anyway, folks, that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this and you like the look of this ship that we've built and made it look better. This will probably be a pretty heavily edited video because I've had to work this in parts, so forgive me for that. By the way, I hope you guys go out and you take what I've shown you in these last couple of videos and you apply it. There will be a review for this ship, and it will be placed on the workshop so you guys can hop onto it and take this thing for a spin and make it your own survival ship if you want with a buddy. As I said, as always, stay safe, stay frosty, keep building, everyone. This is Badger Wild, and I am signing out.